Hello, everyone. RPG Kingdom Kid here, back with some more Virtue's Last Reward. In the previous video, we went through the laboratory and saw that Dio is a huge dick. Well, what else is new, am I right? So yeah, now he's probably opened up the Ambidex room, or gate, oh well. Let us continue, shall we?
45 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Sorry, I went ahead and cracked it open a bit early.
Dio. One of his hands was a moon key. He twirled it around like a veteran gambler, grinned and slipped back into his pocket.
You don't mind, right? I figured you and Clover would get up here right away. Besides, I thought it'd be best to get this done soon before you lose your nerve. I don't know about you, but I'm really looking forward to the next round.
Ugh. Glance around the warehouse. Alice and Kay were back. As was Phi. And of course Clover. Where's Tenjioni and the rest of them?
They're in the infirmary.
We carried Quark to one of the beds. Tenmyoji and Luna are looking after him.
Let's see.
How's he doing? Well, it's hard to say. He seems to be sleeping soundly, but beyond that, there's really no way to know.
No change then, huh?
Right.
So what was your room, Sigma?
The laboratory.
Is that so?
Did it look like the kind of place where they'd be researching viruses and DNA and those kinds of things?
Yeah, it did. Was there any of that Accelavir?
Don't tell those other idiots that you found some Accelavir in here. I hear one word about it, and the next thing you hear will be little bits of glass shattering on the floor.
My eyes flickered to Dio for a moment. No, nothing. Besides me, Clover bit her lip.
I see.
So how'd it go with you? Find anything interesting? Finally shook her head. With an unison of movement that almost looked choreographed, Alice and Kay shrugged.
Where does that leave us? We've still got about 40 minutes left until voting ends.
What are you gonna do?
I'm a little curious about that lab you found. I thought I might go take a peek at it.
I'll show you the way then.
That would be wonderful.
I think I'll go have a look at the room Alice, Kay, and Tenmyoji found. Never know, maybe you missed something. Perhaps there's some Accelavir hidden somewhere in there.
Yeah, what a bastard.
Then I shall take you there.
What about you two? Where are you going?
I think I'll start by heading over to the infirmary to see how Quark's doing.
Then I will too.
Glad that's settled.
She nodded to Clover and they disappeared through the magenta door. Dio and Kay followed a few steps behind. Okay then. Guess we should be going too.
Hold on. Show me that journal first. Dio told me about it. You wouldn't tell me anything about the lab, except that you found a journal with, his words, some sort of bullshit language. You said you had it, so I was hoping I could take a look.
Yeah, one sec. I dug the journal out of my pocket and handed it to Phi. She began to flip through the pages as I quickly scanned each one.
This is Latin.
Of course it is. You can read it?
Yeah, with time and a dictionary.
So no words, no.
Pardon me for not being able to translate a dead language on the fly. This
Yes.
looks like some kind of research log. It's not gonna be some sort of, I took the dog for a walk today. It was nice kind of stuff. I can understand a little of it, mostly conjunctions and things like that. But most of these words I've never even seen before.
Ooh, lovely. If I start to leaf through the book again as she spoke, then suddenly she stopped.
Wait. I can read this one. Page 216. This isn't research notes. It looks like a personal entry.
What's
Don't
it say?
rush me. This is gonna take a minute. Interesting. All right, I think I got it. It looks like they're talking about Radical 6.
What? Why are they talking about that?
Not sure. Let me read it to you. Keep in mind I'm paraphrasing.
When the body is infected with Radical 6, the processing speed of the brain is reduced. If we assume the brain currently operates on a 1-by-1 basis, when regards to time, Radical 6 reduces to 1 square root of 1/6, or approximately 1 to the 0.408. This means that for each second that passes outside, the patient feels that only that much seconds have passed inside. Therefore, 1 second has passed inside, approximately 2.45 seconds, or divided by 6 seconds have passed outside. In other words, when 10 seconds pass in the real world, the patient infected with Radical 6 would feel as if only 4 seconds had passed. This is why the virus has been termed Radical 6. Radical is another term for what is also known as the root operation, the function inverse in the taking of a power. In a less mathematical sense, it can also be used to refer to something that is extreme to severe. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. The exact cause of this is unclear, and although there is as of yet no direct link between suicidal urges and the reduction in mental processing speed, many believe that they are not unrelated. Those infected with Radical 6 preserve the world to be moving at a fever pitch, as if it were a video cassette being fast forward. For instance, although the patient believes that only 10 seconds have passed, in fact 24.5 seconds have passed. Given the increased speed of input, maintaining the ability to observe and reason will become a Herculean task. One theory holds that this disparity in time perception causes the brain to be flooded with massive amounts of information. Unable to keep up, it begins to fail. Whatever the cause, the infected invulnerably attempt to take their own lives, which is arguably the most terrifying aspect of this virus. Yeesh. Research suggests that a targeting antiviral could kill or at least disable Radical 6, but we have been unable to develop one. It seems our best hope now is to harvest antibodies from someone with a natural immunity to the virus. Thus far, however, we have been unable to locate a suitable subject, as I have continued my efforts to discover an alternate means of treatment. Given my current rate of progress, I predict that I will have a workable treatment within a decade or two. It's my fervent hope that humanity will be able to survive that long. The bodies of those dead from suicide are piled up along the roads leading into and out of town. The entire area reeks with the stench of decay, and the sky is filled with the constant buzzing of flies. At times their swarms are so thick that when one passes it feels as if a cloud has gone over the sun. Every day I see more crows and rats are everywhere, feeding on the dead. Ironically, the only healthy-looking creatures are the stray cats, who have grown fat on a plentiful rodent diet. The few humans survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters. Oh, how many were saved? But I fear only a handful. The survival is the only hope that remains for the human race. Oh Lord, please, let their future be a bright one. This is a lot of Latin you're able to translate, Fi. I feel like you could translate some of these words then, too. And that's just you paraphrasing, apparently. Whoa, that's a lot of information. Now I know what the virus does to you, though. If you get infected, your brain slows down by the rate of 1/6. That's, what, about 40%?
That isn't the important part. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide.
Yeah, you're right. I'll explain why Quark was, well, trying to kill himself.
There are two other things in here that worry me. First, the part about how they haven't managed to develop a treatment for it yet. What do you make of that?
What am I supposed to make of it? Maybe they just haven't found out when this journal was written. I mean, from what we know, there's a drug called Axeliver that cures it.
Exactly. But in the journal it says it might take 20 years to make something like that.
Hold on a second. I'm getting confused. When was this thing even written?
December 29th. No year.
Well, there's no way it was written this year.
Yeah, probably not. Anyway, moving on. The second concern I have is about the underground shelters it mentions. The newspaper article said something about quarantining people, too. After we read it, we all thought the same thing. What if this was one of those quarantine facilities? But this journal seems to suggest the opposite. The few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters.
Trying to say that this place might be one of those underground shelters? Which would mean we're all supposed to be uninfected. We should have been thrown in here to keep us safe.
Yeah. I mean, there's no way to say for sure at this point, but it seems possible.
Quark's been infected, right?
Then maybe the virus got in somehow.
That would be
Just
bad.
think about it for a minute. If this is one of those shelters, a lot of things start to make sense. Maybe we've been here for a long time. Like, maybe they put us to sleep somehow. Made us sleep for years, maybe even decades. While we were sleeping, the pandemic that the newspaper article talked about happened, and whoever had this journal made this entry.
And then once the antiviral treatment was finished, they woke us up.
Right. It's all just speculation, but
That doesn't make sense. mean, it seems like a pretty plausible scenario, but we were all captured before the pandemic started, right?
Yeah.
And how would that have put us to sleep for that long? How would they have known to do that? Most importantly, why the hell are we playing the Nonory game if the point of this place is to save us? Throwing a bunch of people into a game that might kill them is a pretty weird way to protect them from a pandemic.
Yeah, you're right.
See?
We don't have enough information to make any real conclusions. I think we should see if we can find anything else.
But I barely finished speaking before she took off for the magenta door. Hey, weren't you coming to the infirmary with me?
Changed my mind. You can tell me about Quark later.
And with that... Man. That long, tired sigh and started off towards the infirmary. How's he doing?
He seems to be stable, as far as I can tell.
Still sleeping.
Let's see. Might I have a look?
Please, go ahead.
Made my way around the partition onto the side of Quark's bed. The journal and the theme Fi and I had talked about. Would definitely need to be addressed. For a moment, the AB game was what I needed to concentrate on. Lives are at stake. Mine. And Quark's. Those infected by Raptor 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. The journal was telling the truth. That as soon as the anesthetic wore off, Quark would go insane again. What if we weren't able to restrain him a second time? What if he managed to kill himself before we got to him? Perhaps he'd just get out of the infirmary and go hide somewhere? On the other hand, it wasn't like we could keep anesthetizing him forever. There was only one way to save Quark, and that was with Axeliver. Fortunately, Dio had stolen it. If we wanted to get it back, Clover and I would have to vote ally. But if I did, there was an excellent choice. I would end up dead. Question was then, what do I do? Sacrifice myself to save Quark? Or keep quiet about the danger he was in to save myself? So faint.
Grandpa. Grandpa.
Shifted a level and fell silent again. It was enough, though. What on earth had I been thinking? How could I have even considered letting a child die in my place? Suddenly my cheeks felt hot with embarrassment and disgust. That I considered letting Quark die even for a minute was pathetic. There was only one choice. There had only ever been one choice. No way was I going to leave Quark to die. My hands tightened to a fist as I looked down at him. Any uncertainty I'd felt before was gone. I knew what I had to do.
Ten minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Looks like it's almost time. You two should head back.
What about you?
Not going. I'm worried about Quark.
But you're a solo. If you don't vote...
I'll automatically ally. I know. I heard the voice on the intercom just like you.
What are you going to do if Ken Alice will betray?
Nothing, I suppose. Just means I lost that round. I'd just be voting ally anyway. You know who my opponents are, right? Alice only has one BP left. If I pick betray and they chose ally, I'd kill her. I'm not so desperate to escape that I'm gonna kill someone for it. And even if I was, I can't leave Quark behind. You see? Doesn't matter if I go into the AB room or not. My vote's the same either way.
Tangioni minds was made up. Trying to persuade him to leave would have been pointless. Alright. Take care of Quark.
Of course. You worry about yourself.
Okay.
Let's go. Lou and I head out of the infirmary, leaving Tenryoji and Quark behind. Hold on a second here. Okay, so ally always goes to the left, so if I choose ally, maybe Dio's going to pick ally as well. I don't know. We'll see. We got to the warehouse, we found everyone else waiting for us. Well, not quite everyone. One other person was missing. Hey, where's Dio?
Take a look at the doors.
They're all closed. When we came in before, the one on the far right was open.
And that would mean...
But he went in, I guess.
Exactly.
That bastard. Probably been worried I might try and take the Axoveer from him by force, so he'd hidden himself in the AB room. What a coward. I made up my mind to choose ally no matter what, but part of me had still considered trying to jump Dio if he had dropped his guard. I made sure I won't get the chance to try. Fucking coward, man.
Where's Tenmyoji?
Oh,
I'm gonna explain Tenjioni's choice.
I see. Well, I guess that means I don't have to worry about him picking betray.
right. What will you guys be choosing then?
Ally, of course.
Because my BP is 6, I assume.
Yes. As long as Tenmyoji votes ally, I can't choose betray. If I do, K's BP will go up to 9.
But what if he forces you?
You needn't worry. I would never do something so crass.
Really?
Of course.
Then you don't need to go in there.
Excuse me?
Alice can vote by herself. Then we don't have anything to worry about, right?
Well, I apologize, but I'm afraid I can't agree to that.
Why not?
I just can't. Shall we go, Alice?
Hey, hold on a minute there.
Kay continued briskly toward the AB room as if he simply hadn't heard Phi. Alice scrambled to follow him, perhaps concerned that he would lock her out. Only Only seconds later, they disappeared into the third room from the left.
I hope Alice is going to be okay.
Well, there's nothing we can do now. If Kay told the truth, she'll be fine.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Time's almost up. Come on, Luna.
Right.
They head off at a trot toward the second room from the right, and we're soon inside it. Alright, Clover, time for us to go.
Oh, okay. Right behind you.
I sigh to myself and head towards the leftmost AB room.
What are you gonna do?
I don't really have a choice, do I? There's only one thing I can do. I'm going to choose Ally.
You can't! You'll die!
Well, you never know. Just because Dio told us to Ally doesn't necessarily mean he's going to pick Betray.
Do you really think a jerk like that is going to choose Ally if he doesn't have to? No. No way. He's got 6 BP right now. If he picks Betray, then he'll have 9 points.
Well, what about you?
Huh?
You've got 6 BP too, right? If Dio chooses Ally and we choose Betray, then you'd have 9 BP.
What? No, that's not... I didn't even realize that until you brought it up. I'm just trying to tell you that Dio is going to pick Betray. That's who he is.
I'm trying to tell you that I've made up my mind. That's who I am. The only choice is Ally. It's the only chance we had to get that medicine back.
That's why Dio called you an IG. What makes you think he's going to give us the Accelavir, even if you do what he says?
Maybe he won't, but I can't guarantee that he'll destroy it if I pick Betray. That's who he is.
Fine. If you aren't gonna listen to me, then I guess I don't have a choice. I'll be pushing that button.
Huh? Before I realized what was going on, Clover ducked past me and ran towards the voting machine. No! Stop! I snatched her by the arm and held backwards with all my strength.
Ow!
Sorry. Guess that was a little too hard, huh?
Hey! What do you think you're doing? You can't just throw a girl around like that.
Well, you're the one who tried to trick me.
But you're gonna die! Dio's going to kill you! You can't do this! I don't want you to die.
Ten seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Thanks. It means a lot to hear you say that, Clover. I gave her my best reassuring nod and turned to face the polling machine.
3, 2.
Seriously, why does it always have to go down to the wire? Ally.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Do I spoil myself and see if I'm to the left or right? Clover and I stepped out of the AB room. For several long moments, we just stared at one another. Words weren't necessary. Everything she would have tried to tell me, I could already see in her eyes. Let's go. I turned my head towards the results screen.
Sigma.
I heard her behind me, her voice barely louder than a whisper. The choice was already made. I stood up straight and kept walking. Looks like where's Dio's face? Oh, really? Yep.
Results from
Really?
round 2
They hit Betray,
of the
huh?
Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
What?
Sigma's BP is...
Negative.
Suddenly all eyes were on me. I felt their weight but stood my ground. It was the result I had expected. I took a deep breath and closed my eyes. I didn't have to wait long. There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. Couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic Sopril. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble and gave out entirely as I crumbled to the floor.
Sigma! Sigma! Hang on! Hey! Sigma! Get up!
Sigma!
Oh no! Oh no, oh no, oh no!
Trying to open my eyelids was like trying to lift sheets of lead. My eyes had lost the ability to focus. I could make out a blur that had to be Dio in front of the number 9 door. Damn it. You'll keep your promise, goddammit! I groaned and with a Herculean effort lifted my head and then my sluggish body off the floor. Every step was a battle, and whenever I shifted my weight, my muscles threatened to give out again. Somehow I forced myself ahead, a single thought burning my mind. I would reach Dio. Then at last, the smug of color faded into a recognizable person. Threw out my hand in front of him. Give it back. Give me the medicine.
Give it back. Don't act like it's yours. Aren't we supposed to share everything we find here?
I don't care. Just hand me the medicine.
What are you talking about?
We found the axial of her in the laboratory.
And Dio stole it.
What?
You mean he has it? Right now?
Yeah. So?
Kept my promise. Now you... I wasn't a fool. I knew the kind of person Dio was. There was a chance he wouldn't give us back the Axe Silver. If he didn't, then I'd die with my hands around his throat. I gathered as much of my mind as I could and got ready to attack.
Fine.
Not quite what I'd been expecting.
Here.
With a shrug, he pulled the vial out of his pocket and tossed it towards me. I caught it and pulled the tiny glass bottle to my chest, worried I might drop it. The label said unmistakably Axe Silver. It was the real thing. Clover, take it. I held it out toward her.
Right. Of course.
She quickly tucked it into her pocket. Good. Now at least Cork will be alright. With that, the last of my strength left me, and I dropped to my knees.
Sigma! Are you okay? Sigma! Sigma!
I guess this is it.
First, is this over real? Which puts you to sleep. 9 minutes later, the tubocularine is injected, numbing your respiratory muscles. I guess you could say it'll really take your breath away.
9 minutes. Once the super oil was injected, I had 9 minutes until the muscle relaxed and followed. The 4 minutes had already passed, which left me with 5, give or take a little. 5 minutes, I would be dead. What could I do in 5 minutes? Kill Dio! How could I save myself? Gave a raspy, quiet laugh, even with death staring me in the face. Seemed to be determined to struggle right up until the very end. Okay, Sigma. You can do this. Clinching desperately to what little consciousness I had left, I racked my brain for any possible solutions. How could I save myself? How? There had to be something. Every problem, no matter how difficult, has a solution. There's always another option. Hopelessness is a state of mind. Just have to think. Think. If there's a way out, I find it. I wasn't ready to give up on life yet. There had to be an answer. To be continued. Fucking dead. Now let me guess, he's gonna pick Ally for this, isn't he? But I feel like it'll be a little different because it'll be like, fuck you, you're gonna hit Betray. 5 minutes of life. Alright, let's see what happens when we pick Betray. Let's see what terrible fucked up ending we'll get here. Clover and I walked slowly out of the AB room. Dio glanced over us as he exited his own room. I looked away before he could make eye contact.
Sigma, why? After all that stuff you said. I mean, it's not like I'm criticizing you. I think you made the right decision.
Sorry.
You don't need to apologize. I think I would have chosen betray if I was in your position. We'll find another way, all right? We just have to keep an eye on Dio. As soon as he gives us an opening, we take it. And I'm sure Alice will help us too.
Did you tell her?
It's okay. We can trust Alice. There's no way she told him. Anyway, let's go check the results.
Yeah. Oh, he still picked Betray, so that's good.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Hey, what the hell is this?
Sorry. I decided to choose Betray.
Oh, so you don't care what happens to Quark?
What kind of cold-hearted bastard are you?
Jeez.
Please. Just give it back.
Hey, Sigma, what are you talking about?
We found the Silver in the laboratory.
And Dio stole it. What? You mean he has it? Right now?
Nah, I don't have it. Well, I won't have it in about 2 seconds.
The moment the words left his mouth, I knew what he planned to do. No, don't! I leapt toward him as I spoke, but it was already too late. Dio snatched the vial out of his pocket, brought it up. And threw it to the ground.
No!
Bastard!
What are you doing?
A promise is a promise. If you'd chosen Ally, this never would have happened. You want to blame someone? Blame yourselves.
I'd had enough. Something snapped in my brain. Fucking kill that bastard! Bastard. Yeah! I let out a rattle roll and leaped forward. Only to be stopped short by a firm hand on my arm. It was fine.
Hold it,
Why are you stopping me?
because this isn't the time for that.
Huh? What do you mean, this isn't the time for?
Look at the number 9 door.
Okay. Kay was indeed standing in front of the door. What is he?
No!
His BP is 9.
What?
Suddenly, we were all running towards Kay and the number 9 door. Kay, what the hell do you think you're doing?
What am I doing? Well, that should be obvious. But if you insist, I am attempting to leave.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I assure you, I would do no such thing. I am perfectly serious. After a rational assessment of the facts, I have concluded that this is the wisest course of action. What is currently our highest priority? The answer is, of course, to save Quark. He must be taken to a hospital as soon as possible. For that to happen, one of us must escape and call for help. Currently, the only one of us capable of doing so is myself. That is why I intend to escape.
And leave us all behind.
Unavoidable, but as I said, I do intend to call for help.
Couldn't you have at least waited until the next round? Then you could have raised Quark's BP to 9 and taken him with you.
And what would happen if Dio was Quark's opponent in the next round? I have no illusions about what Dio would do. This is the most logical choice.
Yeah, but we die.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Wait! Where's Alice?
Ah, yes. Alice is in the AB room. She has collapsed, but you needn't be concerned. She is only sleeping.
Oh no! What did you do to Alice?
You will need to ask her yourself. I must take my leave.
Hey! God damn it! Wait!
Dio charged at K. The larger man easily sidestepped at him and tumbled nimbly through the door just before it closed.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the Nonory Game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
Please enjoy your stay, you bastards. Game over. Worst ending. Okay. Is that an actual ending or not? Like, come on, give me something here. Motherfucker, are you serious? Quark end. Oh, everyone probably has their own end. Alrighty. Well, I guess we go over here. Alright guys, I think I'm going to end this part off here, so thank you all so much for watching this video. If you liked the video, please give that like button a click. Comment down below what you liked about the video, what you didn't like about the video. And let me know what a big asshole you think Dio is, because he's a fucking dick. So yeah. Alrighty, so yeah. As always guys, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a beat, and subscribe to my main channel too, that's in the description below. So let's follow me on Twitter, both my main Twitter, the RPG Kingdom Kid Twitter are in there too. I want to thank you all so much for watching once again, and I'll see you all next time.